Okay, welcome back. I got another amazing video with my good buddy. Okay, the dude is going to help you become a heavy six-figure earner and add 500K to your annual income. My buddy Roy Snarr. What's up, Roy? How you feeling today, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great as always.
Hey, so here's one of the things I want to talk about, right? We've got this live virtual workshop coming up next Thursday. You can go to bigcaseslive.com. You can register for $47. Okay,
Yep.
but really what I want to focus on today, really quick, is two things. One, by registering for this and showing up, you get Roy's 7-figure financial fact finder that you can use with everything you're doing currently. And this fact finder averages Roy more than $7,500 per client, right? So before I jump into Roy and so we're going to talk through some new stuff that we're going to talk about on the live virtual workshop next week, November the 17th from 1 to 5 Central. One of the things that's happening is there's agents out there that are you're selling $500 cases, $1,000 cases, $200 cases, $100 cases, $1,200 cases, whatever. If you want to make 6 figures by just helping about 12 clients, then you will stop. You will go to bigcaseslive.com or click the link in the description and you will register because it's only $47. And Roy and I are going to help you take it to another level. Roy, there's also this asset-based long-term care piece that we're going to be talking about next week. Why don't you talk through that piece for those that are like, dude, I have no clue what you're talking about, but I want to make a bunch of money and help a bunch of people at the same time.
Exactly. So asset-based long-term care, it's very similar. It's long-term care insurance, except that it's not long-term care insurance in its traditional format. Traditionally, long-term care insurance, you pay an annual premium, you have a pool of assets. There's nothing wrong with it. There are some risks, such as rate increases and limited death benefit, limited cash back. And a lot of people have a negative connotation around it. So asset-based long-term care is slightly different in the sense that it can provide guaranteed benefits. It can provide indemnities so the client can spend the money however they choose. But more importantly, they can use IRAs with it, right? This is where annuities come in. Asset-based long-term care is either life insurance-based or annuity-based. And so it's a great opportunity. A lot of agents, as you know, they may be selling final expense or Medicare, and they want to get into the life insurance and annuity world, but they're not really sure how to transition to those bigger cases. And a great opportunity, which we'll be discussing during this live event, is asset-based long-term care, because they are annuities, they are life insurance, and you can get into there because most people are not having that conversation with the clients.
Yes, that's exactly right. So those are like, hey, I don't know. It's kind of new to me. I don't understand all the intricate details. I want to add life and annuities and some long-term care, but I really you're going to go through this and you're going to break it down, like your entire system. You're going to break down a lot of stuff. But why should they care about this piece? So let's just say, as an example, maybe they're selling life insurance in some capacity, and they're getting in front of, 10, 15 clients a week, and they're making 6 figures. Why should they give this a serious look and go to bigcaseslive.com and register for flipping $47?
2 reasons. And the number one reason is the most important, because they care about their client. Because if they're not having this conversation with them, most likely somebody else is not, because long-term care is not really spoken about. It's not encouraged by a lot of advisors or agents, mainly because they just don't know how it works, or they have a preconceived notion that, oh, you can't afford it, it's too expensive. Okay. So the number one reason why they want to be able to take care of their clients, as we've spoken about before, in the future, if your clients fall into the 70% or 50% category of potentially even needing long-term care, then their kids come to you as the advisor. Did you help mom and dad out? And you say, oh no, they couldn't afford it, or we didn't even look at it, or I didn't even care. I got my commission on the Medicare side or final expense. So you want to do this to help them out of passion. And then you're rewarded for your good efforts too, because vicariously by helping all these people, these insurance companies will compensate you greatly. And this is how we're coming up with these averages on our case sizes using our proper financial fact finder of about $7,500 per qualified client, because the way that asset-based long-term care pays out is almost identical to doing an annuity rollover or a big life insurance case. And in some instances, the commissions are even higher. So you're rewarded to help people on something that they're not getting help with. It's a complete win-win.
Can anybody do this? And are you going to walk through how they can get in front of people to talk about this?
Anybody can do this. It's very, very simple. During the live workshop, we're going to go over the verbiage that we use and that we have used to help lots of agencies all over the country dramatically increase their revenue and help their entire client base. The best part about this, Cody, is that most of these agents, they are already sitting on clients that they haven't had the conversation with. They can go back and revisit them, which costs virtually nothing but a little bit of time. So you don't have to go out and try to buy more leads. You can work the people that you already have, or maybe the people that you weren't able to help yet because their timing wasn't right. Now's a good time to follow up with, hey, by the way.
Yes, exactly. And then, I mean, you're going to teach them how to get in front of people.
Yes.
You're going to teach them the questions to ask via the financial fact finder that you're actually going to take and give them access to, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're also going to walk through how to design the case once you have the information from the fact finder.
Yes.
And you're going to walk them through the exact sales process that you use to present the case after you get in front of them, build the case, and get to know the person with the fact finder.
Exactly. We're going to show everything that we do to earn our revenues, and then what we've helped lots of agencies with all over the country earn revenues and help lots of clients out with. And it's very rewarding because the impact that we're having here is great, because if we can help just one agent, start implementing this in their own practice, and they affect a few hundred families over the time of their lifetime career, and they're also able to make a difference in their own personal lives through the revenues generated by helping other people, kind of like the Zig Ziglar stating, you help more people get what they want, you get what you want. Yep. That's why we're doing this. And that's why I'm flying up there, red-eye flight, come up to the Askins studios to hang out and to do this thing with you. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be cool to help out a lot of agents so that they can actually start implementing this and making a difference.
Totally. Okay. So if they say they go to bigcaseslive.com, they look around, but they don't register because they're kind of like, I don't know, like what's the cons? Like, why wouldn't this work for someone? Like, let's think about that for a second.
It's like the statement I always like to say, I used to be indecisive, but now I'm just not sure. In this business, we can become over-analyzed and paralyzed. We're constantly being pitched at by this, by that. There's a lot of things that are going on. And that's sorry about that.
No, you're good, buddy. That's good.
I have my phone on the ground and I stepped on it and it was going off. So we're always trying to be sold to in this business. And it's like, you know what? You have to invest in yourself to make a difference. Okay. The lifetime value here is immense. The only reason why we put a price tag on it, we talked about maybe we just do it for free to help these agents help. We put a very small price tag to filter it out, because if we're given something for free, we place very little value on it. So the person that should not sign up on this is somebody who is not, number one, open-minded, and number two, not willing to add another line of coverage to their practice. So if you're comfortable and you're content of where you're at and you do not want to earn any more income, you're happy, stay your path then. Don't waste your time on this or your $47, which is it's less than a lunch these days, okay? But if you want to learn something new, the educational value you get out of this is immense. That fact finder form that we're going to give away, it's 12 years of banging my head against the wall trying to figure out what works. You're going to get it for free. You can put your own logo on it, everything. I don't care. You can just have it. We're going to do that to give it away. We're also giving away some of our one-liners of objection handling that you can use in any practice. Even if you go out to sell cars, you can still use that. So it's a huge amount of value there. So to answer your question, if you don't want to make any changes and you're happy where you're at and you're not open-minded to learning, don't waste your time. But if you want to make a change, you want to learn something different that can impact your practice and all your clients' lives, then join this webinar. Because this few hours of time invested is going to give you a lifetime worth of value.
Yeah. Go to bigcaseslive.com. Click below register today. Come spend some time with me and Roy. Roy, thank you for sharing more info, and look forward to jumping on the live virtual workshop in literally just a few days, man.
All right. Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
It's absolutely going to be a blast. So stop what you're doing. Go to Big Cases. You want to sell big cases, like big, dude. I want something big, man. Cases. I'll take some cases. And live, why not? Man? Bigcaseslive.com. Before the price goes up, it's only $47. Come learn from Roy. Ethically steal everything he knows, rip him off, and go make $1 million. Listen,
there you go.
See you soon. So you were definitely selling, $10K a week, $40, $50K a month.
Yeah, it was up there. Yeah, it was certainly up there. And I think the interesting thing is being in sales for so long at all levels, and sitting there for 3 or 4 days just listening, right? Afraid to get on that phone call.